Hi everyone, in this video I'd like to show off my configuration of Niri, which is a desktop environment for Linux. So it is just a scrollable tiling Wayland compositor, but we will see Niri in a desktop-like mode. So if you like the Gnome desktop for Linux, probably you will also like this configuration. So we have Niri 25.11 with Noctalia shell. So with this configuration, you have a desktop environment like Gnome. So if you like minimalism desktop, this could be an interesting solution for you. And this isn't a Cosmic desktop, it's a completely different project. I mentioned that because it is trending right now. This is my configuration, and so let's see step by step how it works. So let's try with the scrolling part. And this is a compulsive test of a scrolling desktop environment. So as you can see, you can open multiple windows, and it's like having a very wide monitor. So you can scroll like this, and with this bar, which is from the Noctalia project, you can also easily move from a window to another one. It's very easy, fast, and precise. Usually people move with the super key and the arrows in tiling window manager, but if you configure it like this, you are free to move as you prefer from one window to another one. And another option is with Alt Tab. So with Alt Tab, you can go forward, backward. So it's like having a normal window manager, but you can choose the dock, Alt Tab, or super left right. So it depends as you prefer to switch to a window to another one. Or also with 3 fingers you can move. So you are free to move as you prefer, or close the windows with the shortcut that you configured. And yeah, so this is like people use a tiling window manager, but you can use the paradigm that you prefer. So this is the Niri config.kdl. This is the configuration file for the Niri desktop. And here in Control Center, you have the configuration for the shell part, so the Noctalia part. There are a lot of configurations, so you can decide the dock, the size, the position, the tray here. And this is my configuration. So if you go to bar, you can choose the positioning. So you can choose which widget have on the left, in the center, and on the right. There are a lot of widgets, so I won't try all the widgets, but you can imagine. So there are a widget for the battery, for the network connection, and this part isn't Niri, it's the Noctalia shell. These are the configuration that you can try. So you don't need external software to have a wallpaper. With Noctalia shell, you already manage the wallpaper, the notification from a very convenient UI. Like this, you can have the panel, the dock, and so on. And as you can see, there are many options that in Gnome Desktop you need to have Gnome Tweaks or other softwares. There is also a integrated screen recorder, but I prefer to use OBS. But there is also an integrated screen recorder and also a tool to make screenshot. I don't see if you see this overlay in the recording, but you also have the screenshot tool, and you also have plugins, which is a convenient way to have something like GNOME extensions, so to have more widgets to monitor, I don't know, things on the internet or things on your system. You can put the widget for everything. So this one, you can change dark mode to light mode. And for the microphone, for the volume adjustment, so with the scrolling wheel you can increase the volume. So this is Noctalia. And you also can exit with 2 clicks, which is more complicated in GNOME. So if you want to stand by, suspend, you can do it very fast here. And yeah, this was the Noctalia shell that you can install this project on your system with I used our, so let's see if it is mentioned in the doc, which is a very new project, and I installed it with Paru or Yay from the Arch Linux Aura repository. Maybe other distros are supported, but yeah, this is the current status of this shell, which is very nice. And for Niri, if you want to install Niri, the scrolling window manager, you also have a similar command. And Noctalia is supported currently in Arch Linux and Nix OS. Okay, so this is Noctalia shell on GitHub, and Niri, it's this project. I also wanted to say that Noctalia shell, it's independent from Niri, so you can also install Noctalia shell in Hyprland and other Windows environments. So this combo, it's completely free to you, but I think it works very well. So this is the Niri part. So it's a scrolling tiling window manager mainly, and okay, you configure Niri mainly with config file, this one, and you don't have a GUI like in Noctalia shell, but it's very easy to configure. There are many comments. This is my particular configuration that might be useful also for you. So this is my main monitor. So this is the resolution, the scaling, so fractional scaling. You can put 1.25, so it means that you can also have custom floating point adjustment. And this is my secondary monitor, and normally you don't have to specify the position, but the default is on the left, is on the right, the external monitor. but I have an external monitor to the left, so I had to specify minus 1920. These are the configuration for the gaps, so I put green gaps, very thin green gaps in the window, but it's up to you, and you can also decide with gaps here the pixel from one window to another one, but yeah, it's just aesthetic configuration. This is very important. It's the preset column width. It means that when I press Super R, I can change the width on my window, and by default is half of the screen. And you can have multiple presets, and I added some, I think. So I have 4 presets, but the default is 3. This is the default. So when you open a new window, like a terminal, I do super return, and it's .5. And with super W, I close it. Okay. These are the colors of the border. Okay, these are the Noctalia shell. So this is the command, and you need to put double quotes for every argument. So if you want to try this command, you have to remove this double quotes. So this is to launch Noctalia shell in the startup. And I also need to install, to launch at the startup, Hyprland satellite, which is a way to launch non-Wayland application. So I had to enable it. And also this one, which is Polkit Gnome. You need to specify a Polkit, which means that some applications need to open a pop-up to ask for permissions, and for root permissions, and you need like this. This is managed by Polkit Gnome, and if you don't put the root password, you can't update your system. But you need to specify this at the startup. This is the default path for screenshots. Animations, I didn't change any rule. And these are particular configuration for application for special windows, but I didn't change this configuration. It's default. And these are all my shortcuts. So I can open a terminal with super return, but I can also do super space, and here I can specify the application, and this is the terminal that I use, but it isn't indexed. So let's try. Okay, it doesn't work, but you can use this launcher, but it's here. It's KGX, the terminal that I use. Otherwise, I can launch Kitty. This is a Kitty terminal, and I can close it. Okay, then file manager, the browser, but it depends. You can have a shortcut like mod B, or you can have open this is the quick shell from Noctalia, and in particular it's this one. So in the past I used Fuzzle, but now when I press mod space, I launch quick shell Noctalia shell, so it's this one. And yeah, this is the full command. If you go to the documentation, you can see all the commands that you can launch directly from Noctalia shell, and this is the toggle for the launcher, so this one. There are many categories, but I don't use those categories. Just you start to type something, and then you can click and open. You can also do this calc. So if you do calculation here, you have directly the result. It can be useful for simple calculations. And here you can also see all the installed application in this other way, or list view, like this. There is a screen lock by default, and this is a sway lock, but I think that Quick Shell also have screen lock, so you don't need to install sway lock. I have also some custom shortcuts. This is mod S from speech to text, and I have another shortcut for the night mode. So with the super N, I have the red filter, and you can configure like this, and also another shortcut to deactivate that. You can also do a shortcut to force the standby, but you can also use the button. And these are the keys to increase, decrease the audio volume by hand, and also for the brightness. These are the script that I use, which is brightness CTL. So let's try here. I don't think that you will see the difference. And this is the shortcut that I use to close the current window. Okay, these are, I think, quite default. And you can also have forced workspaces, but yeah, you can also do the gesture with the trackpad, and okay, this is my configuration. I had also to specify these environment variables to have some compatibility with some X11 apps, but it depends. My suggestion is to use a terminal, open the application, and see if something is needed. Okay, so conclusion, probably for me this is the best GNOME alternative, and Niri is a nice window manager, but also Noctalia shell, I think it's very useful, and you can have with this combo, I think, an alternative to GNOME desktop, and it's very customizable and very powerful. And you can also do, you have also this view, but honestly I don't use much this overview. You can also drag and drop an application from a monitor to another one, so let's try. So I'm dragging this application, it's okay. I can do it with applications that have a top bar. So I drag a little bit down, you don't see that, and then I move here the window, and again I drag a little bit down and then I move to the monitor on the left. So yeah, it's a little bit weird, this gesture, but it works to move a window from a monitor to another one. And I also have did some tests to see the RAM usage. This is I think a nice way also to appreciate a tiling window manager, a scrolling tiling window manager. So normally when you use a floating window manager, you have a pop-up, you have this window that it's beyond, on top of this one, and here you have this other way to interact. So here again, it's you always have a window that grow on the right, and I also wanted to show you the RAM consumption. I did some tests also with Sway, and this is the same configuration that I use on Gnome. I can't zoom because this is just a preview, but if I open, okay, now I can zoom. This is my Gnome session, which is about 1 gigabyte of RAM. And honestly, with Niri plus Noctalia, I have a similar situation. So with this configuration, you don't save RAM, because also Noctalia use the RAM. Let's see. This is a Noctalia session with Gnome, and also Polkit and other daemons that you need to have a complete desktop environment. And as you can see, it's 1 gigabyte .5 also with Noctalia and Niri. So Gnome is efficient for what it does. If you configure it correctly, it is a similar RAM consumption. But yeah, if you want to test a new desktop environment, I think that Niri plus Noctalia it's an interesting desktop to test. That's it. I hope you found this video useful, and see you in another one. Bye.